Hey everybody, how is it going? It is your pal, Sal here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the continuation of my Miley Cyrus discography journey. About, 3 years? Well, not specifically to this album, it's been 3 years since I made one for Miley, so there's that. But today, we are here to react to her 9th studio album, Something Beautiful. So before I get started, I should address the elephant in the room. This is the first video that I'm making with my my fresh buzz cut. This is new as of the day before I'm filming this, so yesterday for me. Who knows? Not yesterday as in the day that this will air, but I I guess I should explain is that it's been a while since I got a haircut. I was trying something new. It wasn't working out, but then I was like, oh, you know what? Let me just do a little snip, and I snipped a little way too much, and I was like, well, I can only go shorter from here. And then I was like, you know what? Screw it. It's the January. It's the start of a new year. Let's just go for it. And so here we are, buzz cut Sal. So. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, it's gonna grow back. So I can only do so much. I'm just one man on this earth. But that's me addressing that right here, and that's the end of that. So today, once again, we are here to talk about Miley Cyrus's 9th studio album, Something Beautiful. So I am rather late to this. This album did come out on May 30th of 2025. I did intend actually on filming a video for this when it was released. I was like, this will be my comeback vehicle because it'll be great because the views will be good because the album's right out. And then I never did it, and I was just like, okay, cool. Now, thankfully, the good thing about myself is that every time something new comes out, I'm like, maybe I should wait because I might film a video for that. You never know. I'm always planning my comeback. So we're here today. Late, but better late than never. So this album, I've had conflicting feelings about when it was released because Miley, listen, I was living for her Plastic Hearts era, and then the Endless Summer Vacation era was a thing, and it never really gelled with me as much as I would have liked to. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm still kind of mad that Flowers is like her big hit, and the song, like her big hit #1 song, and then the big Grammy Award winning song. I'm like, that's the one we picked, her most basic single to ever come out, and that's the one we picked. I know I'm angry about it, and then she's been talking shit about this album for like the past 2 years, and I'm like, girl, you've got to stop. I'm sick of it because this is her best album. Anyone can fight me on that. I think the fans know it too because it is what it is. Now, however, from what I've been hearing from the grapevine through things I've seen online is that this album right here is easily a contender for one of her best albums. It's gotten great reviews. Word of mouth has been great, but I am very confused about how its rollout has been. So the album hit #4 on the Billboard 200, which isn't that bad, but there were only 3 singles from this album. And I know that the Billboard Hot 100 doesn't mean much anymore, but it still means something to me. And the fact that none of these singles cracked the top 10 or even the top 50 is kind of insane to me, considering her last, big hit was from the album before, and #1, Grammy Award winning, all that. So there were 3 singles for this album. The first one was End of the World, which hit number 52. The second single was Easy Lover, which hit number 82. And the third and final single was Secrets, which was from the reissue of the album, which hit number 3 in Italy on Airplay. So I'm kind of confused with her because it's just like she gave us like this new piece and then she was like, bye, I'll see y'all next time. There was a video, like what is it, like a like a movie for the album as well too that was released in theaters and then is now on exclusively Disney Plus. I'm probably not gonna react to that on this channel because just ripping it from Disney Plus and all that's just too much of a heartbreak that I can't go through all that. So I will probably watch it eventually, but the rollout for this album was just really, really odd to me. Again, none of the songs were hits. I know I've heard End of the World in, weirdly enough of all places, twice in a Walmart in Maryland when I was visiting my friends, because my friend Austin would be like, oh, this is Miley Cyrus's new song, and I'd be like, oh my god, I can't listen because I have to film a video for it, and that's this video today. But yeah, I'm just really confused with some of her choices. I saw like a little bit, I like the cover for this album. It reminds me of the photo shoot from Showgirls of Naomi Malone, so that's a slay there. But I don't know, I'm just kind of confused with her choices, and I know she doesn't ever want to tour again, but I'm like, girl, you gotta get out on the road, or do a Vegas residency or something. I don't know. I feel like she gave us, I'm sure that there's a lot of art and talent and effort in this album, but I'm like, I need the rollout, babes. I need everything to come on out. So yeah, that's where I'm at with this. So I'm excited to finally listen to it though, and add it into my Miley Cyrus rotation. Recently, Bottom of the Ocean has been on repeat for a while now, so there's that. that. But yeah, so without further ado, we're gonna get started with track number 1, which is the Prelude. Oh, I also wanted to mention, despite all of that, you know, no promotion, no nothing really, this album has been nominated at the 2026 Grammys for Best Pop Vocal Album. I don't know who else is nominated, and I probably don't really care about who else is nominated, but that is something. It's a Grammy-nominated album, so is it a winner? Well, I don't know, not yet. So without further ado, we're gonna be given track number 1, which is Prelude, so here we go. It's very epic so far. Nice production.
I'm being swallowed into endless distance. It can't be in the world that its warmth has made alive. Walking alone through a lucid dream.
The orchestration is beautiful. I can't lie there. Okay, epic intro so far. I think I'm gonna keep it going into the next song because I think that's how it's meant to be heard. So we'll just do that. So it'll be into track number 2, which is Something Beautiful. Okay.
Tell me something beautiful tonight. Until your lips turn blue. Said I don't want to talk about it. Until the ducks cry into the sunrise. Boom, boom.
Boom. Nice low note. Oh my god.
I'm losing my place. I'm locking up my necklace. I'm losing my I'm so obsessed. Yes. Tell me something beautiful.
I don't know how I felt about that.
So don't let me go, no, no, no. Flash, rain, spark, light up the dark. Boom, boom. I'm losing my place. It's popping at my chest.
The low notes are nice. My heart break my... This kind of reminds me of the Fallen Line by Christina and Demi. My heart break my soul. Okay, I think that one transitions too, but we're gonna stop there for the moment. Okay, that was the Prelude into Something Beautiful. And first of all, very odd song. And I know this is gonna sound odd considering like the Plastic Hearts album is my favorite. This is a very jarring song. I imagine it's a very polarizing song. I was loving the little jazzy bit that we were getting in the beginning from her, but then when it transitions into this like psychedelic scary rock sound, which this is more like 80s glam rock in a sense, I don't know, I wasn't loving it. I could imagine, I mean, it's a piece of art, cool. I imagine that if this is in that film that she made, there's probably something cool going on during here, and I can see the cinematicness of it. For me right now, it was just a little too what's the word I want to look? Jarring. I was going to say drawing, and I was like, that's not it. Jarring for me. And I like that it's kind of like a little sweet seduction, like she's going in and like I feel almost I can see her like strip teasing around this dude at the beginning in the jazzy parts, but then it's like something strange is happening when she's going on in the rocky parts, like something, it almost felt, this is gonna sound even stranger, but it felt like very vampire-y to me. I don't know. The intro I did like. I thought it was a good spoken word intro to get into where we're going. But as far as I feel right now, what an odd title though, to Something Beautiful. I mean, I guess something beautiful can also be dangerous is maybe what we're going for in here. Interesting. I don't know if it's one I'm going to flock back to, but I'm torn because like I appreciate it for what it is, but I was just like, is this something that I'll listen to a lot? I don't know. Track number 3, we have our lead single, End of the World. Again, this hit number 52, which is crazy for a lead single. And also, again, I've heard like snippets of this, and specifically both times I was visiting my friends in Maryland, and I'm positive I was in a Walmart both times, one for sure. And my friend Austin was like, oh, this is the new Miley Cyrus song. And I was like, oh my God, try not to listen. So I might recognize it a little, so we'll see.
Today you woke up and you told me that you wanted to cry.
Aw.
The sky was falling like a comet on the 4th of July. Show me how you hold me if tomorrow wasn't coming for sure.
Okay.
Let's pretend it's not the end of the world. Let's pretend
It's not the end of the world. Okay, I see what we're going for here.
Yeah, let's go down to Malibu and watch the sun fade out.
Love a reference to Malibu.
Let's pretend
It's not the end of the world.
let's pretend it's not
The end of the world.
take it to the bottom, we can't take it too far. Hit the bottom of the bottle,
Yeah, here we are.
because you know tomorrow isn't coming for sure. Let's pretend it's not the end of the world.
No, not yet. Okay.
Let's pretend
It's not the end of the world. Okay, that was the lead single, End of the World, and actually, I did like this. From what I can remember, from what I heard in Walmart, it didn't catch that much in my ear. But it is interesting to think that this song is talking about the apocalypse, and Miley just with this whichever person she's talking about is that if this was the end of the world, this is all the stuff that we should do, could do, would do. Nice. It's interesting that it talks about the apocalypse, though, because if I was to actually pick another word to like say how the album felt at the beginning too, it felt kind of apocalyptic, like dystopian almost, the way that its sound is. So that is making it a little more clear to me why maybe this wasn't a big hit, because I do think it's a catchy song, but I don't think that the chorus is as punchy as I think it could be. I do wonder if it had been slightly poppier-ish remixed, because I don't know, because like I think it could have done better given more promotion, but I'm not hearing #1 hit single out of this. But it is interesting. I got to give it credit to its production and how it functions so far in the album. But yeah, I did like it. I don't know if it's going to go down as one of my favorites, but nice. Track number 4, More to Lose.
Stumble down the same road before. Say I'm leaving, but I'm only playing liar. 'Cause when you're looking like a movie star in a worn-out coat, yeah, throw away my mind, but it's coming around again. And you say
Interesting what's happening in the production.
I knew someday that one would have to choose. I just thought we had more to lose.
It's pretty.
The TV's on, but I don't know. My tears are
Ooh,
streaming
I like that ghostly sound in the back there.
night.
Choir. Did this just change? Wait, am I crazy? No.
Oh, I stay when the ecstasy is far away, and I pray that it's coming around again. And you say it, but I wish it wasn't true. I knew someday that one would have to choose. I just thought we had more to lose.
So that was More to Lose, and I have to say, I think so far this actually might be my favorite track. Oh wait, no, it's playing again. No, this might be my favorite track so far on the album. Vocally, I really loved what I was hearing, those growls that we got from Miley. I do think vocally, and if this production had been like alternate, changed a bit, I could have heard this as something on Plastic Hearts. It has that type of vocal from her in it, and with something a little more maybe like, you know, ballad rocky, I could have seen that. But again, we're kind of sticking in this like dystopian, like atmospheric vibe, which works for the album great. Lyrically, it's her talking about this dude that she's, or girl, you know her, she's not him, or you never know. I'm not sure who she's dating right now. I think I did see something that she's dating some twink looking dude. I don't know who it was, but either way, so whoever she's talking about in here is that it's clear that she is like devoted to this relationship, and that when he's in his little coat that makes him look like a movie star, she just can't leave him. And he is, at the end of the day, is the one that decides that it's over, it's done. And she really thought that they had much more to lose with that. And I guess he didn't see it that way. And you know, that's totally fine. That's cool. She didn't need him. But nice little ballad there. I really liked this one a lot. And the production was really, really pretty. Yeah, all around happy with this one. Track number 5 into track number 6, we have Interlude number 1 into the song Easy Lover, which was the second single and hit number 82. Okay, we are going back into that. I think this sounds a little more like the interlude or the prelude at the beginning. Again, very cinematic, so I'm guessing there is a reason why this was turned into a film as well, too. Okay, now we're into Easy Lover. Again, this is a little bit of like an R&B flavor to it. Okay, that was the interlude, in Interlude 1 into Easy Lover, and it was okay. I did like a little bit of the R&B that was coming out at the beginning, but, I mean, it was just fine. I think that that's really kind of where I was at with that one. It's funny to me that I would consider Miley Cyrus, you know, a strong, independent, she's not single anymore, but like a strong, independent woman. She's very like, you know, she comes off with this tough exterior whenever I see her in interviews as well too. But it's always funny to me that I then hear her talk in these songs about like people that are just like not these like probably not that great of people, and I'm like, girl, just leave him. I'm like, come on. So I get what she's going for in here, calling the person, you know, they're not an easy lover. They got a lot of problems with all that, but I mean, I'm like, girl, just leave him. I don't know. Again, interesting production, but it was just fine to me. Track number 7 into track number 8, we have Interlude number 2 into Golden Burning Sun. I don't think there's no lyrics with it, so it's just sounds. Again, I imagine if I'm watching a movie, I think this would make more sense, but sounds fun. I wonder if this next song is going to be a dance track. Train. Okay, now we're in Golden Burning Sun.
You're the only one under the golden burning sun. Can I have you if I never let you down? I know we're young, but we're growing up.
This sounds like a song I know. I don't know which one it is though. What's his name? Not Satan. The Grim Reaper's coming. That's pretty there. Pretty production, I can't lie there. Ooh, I bet this sounds really nice with headphones.
You're the only
Okay, that was interlude number 2 into Golden Burning Sun. First off, I want to say these interludes did not really add all that much to me. It just feels like, I mean, they do transition into them, but I don't know. There's something about a special interlude where you're just like, oh my God, that like, you can't listen to that without it like making the song work. And these, I'm just like, we could have cut the interludes and I think it still would have been fine. Or maybe even if they were shorter, I don't know. They just kind of feel like noise and then song. I don't know. Beautiful production noise. I'm not going to deny that, but I'm just like, I don't think they're needed. With this one, it's kind of, it's similar, I guess, in a sense to the End of the World, because I imagine this is Miley just pretending that if she just had this one day with this one guy, this would be all she ever needed. Beautiful painted imagery. The song in its production really paint things. When it was first, you know, starting off, I wasn't like too sold on it, but then when that atmosphere built in, where there was like a little break in the song for about like 45 seconds, I don't know, that's when it hit me. I was just like, oh, okay, I get this feeling of euphoria that we're going into right here. It sounds very pretty. I did like this one. I can only imagine that with a few more listens, this one's probably going to be one of my favorites, or if not my favorite, because I would say this and More to Lose are so far my 2 favorite songs. So there's that. Track number 9, we have Walk of Fame, which features Brittany Howard. I don't know her. So there's that. Okay. Are we getting a Middle Eastern dance track? That's kind of what this is making me, what's sounding like to me. Okay, very Liberty Walk-esque. It's also very River-esque too. Okay. You know, it's funny because I think if I'm not crazy, I don't know if it was her, but I saw something on the internet recently. I think it might have been her where it's like if she was said something, she's like, if you tell me to do that, I'm not going to do that or something like that. I don't know. And she was on a red carpet. Yeah. Okay, I guess that's Brittany. Who is Brittany Howard? I gotta look her up. Imagine if we still lived in a world where people were still making a lot of remixes and releasing those to as EPs. Imagine the 12-inch vinyl single that we could have gotten for remixes of this song. Hey, she mentioned a train earlier. And the coat, oh my God. Brittany, in a sense of these, almost kind of reminds me of RuPaul right here. I can hear RuPaul singing these, like, I can hear that. sound like that sound sounds so 2000s right there. Okay, breaking it down. Gotta walk away. It's weird how they distorted her voice here. They should have gotten RuPaul for this. I really think that would have been iconic. The second time she would have collabed with him too. I mean, this is very meta. Like putting wearing on, like we all have a Miley Cyrus shirt. You'll live forever. Okay, that was Walk of Fame featuring Brittany Howard, or basically Liberty Walk 2.0. I do have to say, it is nice to hear Miley return to this style of genre right here, because this is probably the most Can't Be Tamed-esque type of material I've heard since Can't Be Tamed. So that's, well, I guess, I would say probably the closest thing I've heard. It's like a much more mature, more well-realized Liberty Walk 2.0, and oh my god, that was a lot of fun. I don't know if it needed it exactly to be 6 minutes. Not that I'm mad that it was so long. I just don't think that it was like born to be that long. But yeah, again, it reminds me of Liberty Walk. And Miley did attempt to kind of go into this dance genre a little bit with the River from Endless Summer Vacation. I remember when I think it was at the time I filmed the actual reaction to, they were trying to push it a little more for the gays. But I don't know, that something about that song always felt cheap to me. And this feels more adult, more mature, more realized. And it's talking about, like, especially over here, every time they say my name, hungry cries are calling out my name, you beg me to walk away, but every time I walk, it's a walk of fame. Like, her just walking away is just so iconic that that's how big her fame is right there. And then at the end here, where it kind of got a little meta, where they were saying about putting her face on our shirts and stuff like that, where Brittany was talking. Very, very epic, very alive. Different from everything I've heard on this one. So I mean, I guess it is a response. I guess she thinks that, you know, she's so big she doesn't have to get out there and promote her album. Miley, come on, get out there, go on tour. That's all I'm saying. Or a Vegas residency. Come on. That's all we're asking for. So, and plus, she's such a good performer live, too. So it's like, I know that you have your Walk of Fame, but Miley, walk that Walk of Fame onto the concert floor stage, okay? Thank you. Track number 10 has a fun title, Pretend You're God.
In my dreams I see your face. It hits me like 1,000.
I'm not loving this so far.
I don't wanna wake up if you're gone. I gotta know.
The way the vocals are recorded, it's giving Dead Pets Miley-esque. Say fa la 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 la, like deck the halls, fa la. Oh no, it's la la la. Sorry, not fa la 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 la. Well, she's saying la la la. I can't hear it. Maybe a little. It's buried in the mix there. Again. She's haunted. Uh-oh. He left. Lovely vocal there. Oh, you're lost in my soul like God. Ah! violin sounds a little rough. All right, that was Pretend You're God. And, you know, I think I'm 60% of the way there with this one. I think if I give it another re-listen, I'll probably like it a little more. You know, lyrically, okay, it's pretty simple. It's like she's really hoping that this guy doesn't leave her and that she'll do anything. She'll pretend that he's God if he just stays with her forever. And then things happen, and there's a part in the song where it's like she realizes that he's gone, and it gets kind of crazy and weird sounding, a little cuckoo crazy, as Celine Dion would say. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Prelude, where it kind of like starts off, you know, simple, and you kind of get where we're headed, and then all of a sudden you're like, scary. So I don't know if I'm there all the way yet. This one I was kind of feeling it a little more, so with a repeat listen I could see how I'll get there. But some interesting vocals buried in there as well too, so that was nice to hear. But again, it kind of was reminding me of similar qualities of like More to Lose, like where it's just like, this dude, is he really worth your time? I'm not too sure, but yeah, I liked it, I think, but I'm not putting a like next to it just quite yet because I want another re-listen for this one. Okay, track number 11, Every Girl You've Ever Loved, featuring Naomi Campbell. Okay, stylish. I get that. Angels like her.
Every girl you've ever loved.
Pose.
She has the perfect sense.
Oh.
You want me, baby.
Pose.
She speaks the perfect French. You want me, baby. I can hold you like a man, and I let you cry like a child.
Every girl you've ever loved.
She has the perfect sense. You want me, baby.
Pose. I like how they got Naomi Campbell to just come in here and say these lines. Perfect French. Little breakdown.
She never wears
Oh.
a watch, still she's never late. She's got that kind of grace. Did Botticelli paint her face? She has the perfect scent. She speaks the perfect French. She can dance the night away, and still she'll never break a sweat.
Pose.
Pose, 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 pose.
Okay, that was Every Girl You've Ever Loved, featuring Naomi Campbell in a nice monologue. Interesting with this one, again, it's giving that gay Liberty Walk, River, and Walk of Fame energy. This one's a little different though, because it's more on a personal level with her, because it's more of her talking about how she's the baddest bitch you're ever gonna have, dude, and she's every woman that you've ever loved, which is the vibe of it. And then just pose, pose, pose. It kind of reminded me of that SNL sketch where it's Kristen Wiig, she's like, Gucci, Prada, fashion, Gucci. Did I just say Gucci? I already said, you know, that thing. That's what this kind of reminds me of, in a sense. Again, it's still better than River for sure. It's funny. It's almost like it's almost trying so hard to be a gay anthem, whereas like I feel like the gay anthems just are what they are, and this one feels a little more concocted in the lab. It's still fun, I can't lie, but I think Walk of Fame is the better of the two, but this one's fun. And again, it does have interesting production. One can't deny that with this album, but I still liked it. I'm excited to put this one on my workout playlist, but you know, it feels a little manufactured. But again, better than River, much better than River, much more mature, but you know, pose. I mean, come on. Okay, track number 12, Reborn. She's reborn after she posed. These songs on this album are long, which I guess is a beauty in today's modern world.
That I'm enough. If I give you all of my love.
familiar too. I think this is the part in the song where it's supposed to resemble her being reborn. All right, that was Reborn. And again, this one, I'm not too sure if I'm in love. Again, I'm 60% there. I think another re-listen will do it in for me. It's just the whole like first half of the song is very repetitive, which I kind of get. And I do think that the lyric is interesting where she's like, if heaven exists, I've been there before, drown me in love, let's be, kill my ego, like reborn, give her a rebirth so she can feel that sense of heaven again is kind of maybe what I'm getting, so she can experience again for the first time, perhaps. And then I think there is a part of the song where he does do that and she does feel reborn and it's euphoric and gorgeous and beautiful. Some interesting, production-wise, it's very interesting. Again, with headphones, I feel like it might change some things. So I'm 60% there, and I think with a few re-listens, that one I could see growing on me. But at almost 6 minutes, I don't think that this one needed to be that long. I mean, I know it's saying something, especially in an era where we should have songs that are at least 3 minutes and everything is so short now, but I do think it wasn't justified in being that long. But yeah. Track number 13, the final track of the standard edition of the album, we have Give Me Love.
We paint in the dark. There's a castle between this obscene blue horizon where golden apples hang in the trees and a pale lady sings. Give me love, give me love, give me love. Give me love, give me love, give me love.
Okay, that was Give Me Love. Wait, I still have 10 seconds left. Is there anything left here? Scary. Okay, so that was Give Me Love, and it's interesting because I was kind of forgetting like the apocalypticness that was starting off the album with, that we were starting the album out with. And so like when I see her this way, I imagine her at the place of the dawn of creation, a cityscape. It almost feels like she's found someplace new to be at the end of the apocalypse. I don't know. This one, I did like, again, the production. It was a little repetitive at times, but I think it does work good as a closer. But I mean, the ending, I'm like, wait, what? So I say goodbye to my earthly delights while my perfect Eden goes down in flames. I'm eaten alive by the mouth of the monster. So is she in hell for loving the dude? I don't know. I'm kind of confused about that. I do wonder, again, I think this is the type of thing where I think maybe they thought too much about the visual album part first, and I don't know how I feel this stands as a body of work on its own when it's just the music. But yeah. Oh my god, the last song is 13 minutes. Jesus Christ. Okay. But yeah, that was Give Me Love. Good closer, but still not, I think, one of my favorites. But this, again, I think with a few re-listens I could see myself getting to that spot. Okay, we are officially on to the bonus tracks of the album. There is 2. I don't believe that these were recorded in process with the album because the album came out in May and these bonus tracks didn't appear until September. So I don't know what that has to do with it, but I still can't believe one of them is 13 minutes long, but okay. This is Secrets featuring Lindsey Buckingham and Mick Flat, oh my god, I can't stop, Fleetwood. So there we go. Jesus Christ.
Secrets, I wanna keep your secrets.
Okay.
Like sunlight in the shadows, like footsteps in the grass.
Okay, that was Secrets, which was the first bonus track, and this was a single, and this is probably the most single-sounding thing that I think I've heard from the album. It is interesting, too, because I felt like Miley's voice was a little more up front in the mix. It just felt much more intimate and personal, but still, like, out and proud, if that makes any sense. And vocally, she sounds great. It's funny, because, like, easily you could have slotted Stevie Nicks into this song, too, with the rasp in her voice as well. This was really pretty about her just wanting to be... I did look up... on the Wikipedia page, this song is about her dad, and she just wants to be there for her dad, which is really sweet because we know that things have been tough between her and Billy Ray Cyrus for a while. But yeah, I thought that this was really pretty, and again, it's the most single-sounding thing that I've heard. So I'm kind of shocked that, I mean, again, I guess because it was like, you know, slotted in at the last minute, but if they had actually tried to like do something with this one, imagine what it could have done. It didn't chart anywhere in America, it looks like. So is there anything about that, like composition? No, don't. I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess they just didn't try to really push it, but they didn't really try to push anything with this album, it seems. But yeah, that was really, really good. I mean, in other places, like where else? I mean, 3 is the biggest slotted hit in Italy, but it also hit 3 in Bolivia, which, hey, there we go. Bolivia loves some Fleetwood Mac there, I guess, and Miley Cyrus. Uruguay. In the UK, it hit number 16 on the single sales. 5 in Panama on the radio. I guess these other countries just know what's up and we don't, but yeah, I like that one. That was really, really pretty. Okay, we are officially on to our last track of the album, Lockdown, featuring David Byrne, which is almost 14 minutes long, okay, I want to know why it's almost this long.
Stays on lockdown. Can't tell my friends 'cause they all talk now. I won't lie, baby, you're my secret. Your love stays on lockdown.
I guess they're getting freaky in lockdown. I don't know. Right there, we're back. Okay, that was Lockdown, all 13 and 31 seconds of it. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Like, am I ever truly going to sit there and just listen to this thing, you know, fully all the way through? The production is really cool, psychedelic, clearly the most Dead Pets type of thing I've heard from her in a while. But, I mean, I don't ever see myself flocking back to listening to this one again, because I mean it didn't really do anything for me. It is kind of interesting to know that, you know, David Byrne, he's from a band, the Talking Heads. So it's cool to hear Miley back with like an '80s rock band musician. But I don't foresee this as being. I mean, when I listen to the album in full again, but I think it kind of, even when I'm going to get to the end of this real quick, but I think it kind of sums up the album in a sense for me as well too. Okay, everybody, we have officially finished listening to Miley Cyrus's 9th studio album, Something Beautiful, and to me, this wasn't exactly the most beautiful thing I think I've ever listened to. Production-wise, it's easily one of the most incredible Miley albums that she's ever released. Like, there are just things on here that I'm like, whoa! When I think, I'm also thinking, like, the money, the time, the effort into all of that, which is really cool. But lyrically, this album is kind of uninteresting to me. I mean, there are some like interesting things about like the end of the world coming in there, but then at the end of the day, it's a bunch of other songs about Miley and just this dude that doesn't love her back. And like, I get it, but I'm also like, there's just not. I think the production is truly the standout of this album here, but lyrically, I don't know. I wasn't feeling much of it. And then there's the second half when all of a sudden it's like gay, Vogue gay, and you're like, okay, cool. And then it goes back to like the more psychedelic type of stuff, which is cool. But vocally, I don't feel it shows her the best as that I've ever heard her. It just feels very. It feels all. Style over substance to me. Like lyrically, I don't know, I wasn't like feeling much of anything in this one, which I guess I could say truly I felt even more with Endless Summer Vacation. Like lyrically, even though I didn't love the way everything gelled, I think that there are some really pretty songs on that one. Whereas this one, I'm just kind of like, okay. I kind of think it almost, I do wonder, because like this is probably the most Ray of Light Madonna-esque album that Miley has ever given us. But again, with Ray of Light, I still feel like lyrically I'm like, whoa, I'm like, this woman has discovered things, Kabbalah, like all these other worldly things that I don't fully understand, but I get it. This I feel like the production is in some other universe, but the lyrics are still kind of like in general, like pining for love type of deals. And that just wasn't really working for me as much as I would have liked it to. I'm curious, you know, when I do watch the film, I do want to get more familiar with these songs. Not that last one, because I don't need to sit through 13 minutes of that ever again. But again, it's closer, I think, in tone to what her Dead Pets was, which was, you know, very experimental, very. This almost sounds like Dead Pets if it was more refined, you know, more glam, and had a lot of money put towards it. That's kind of what it gives to me. But I don't know if this is one that I'm going to flock back to a lot. I mean, again, when I get to listen to this with headphones, get just a full straight through listen, I could, you know, maybe find more love with it. But on the whole, it's not bad. I just really truly feel it was style over substance with this one. And the style just, I don't feel like it's the best thing for her voice, truly, honestly. She has this, like, really, again, she really found her, I know that every album has been a little different, but she really found her groove with that rocky sound for her. It just works so well, and to see her just distance herself more and more from it, I'm like, okay, I don't know. Yeah, so my favorite songs that I did enjoy from this album are the Prelude. Well, we don't even really count that because it's just a prelude. But End of the World, More to Lose, Golden Burning Sun, yeah, right? Golden Burning Sun, Walk of Fame, Every Girl You've Ever Loved, and Secrets. So I guess I kind of like the sadder songs, which is funny because, like, you know, hey, I liked the two sad songs, the melancholy, like, lead single, and the two dance pop songs. And then the bonus track Secrets I thought was really nice. Had it been originally attached to this album, I could have seen that being the lead single. They could have really made a much more big deal about it. Like, you know, here is Miley collaborating with Fleetwood Mac. Like, oh my God, you know, this is it. But on the whole, I mean, I think even Lockdown sums up everything too. Like, crazy, amazing, cool production happening, but lyrically, I don't think it's all that interesting. Yeah, Something Beautiful, I don't think it quite was. The production is, when they heard Something Beautiful, they said, production, you got it, but lyrics will give you nice looking, I guess is what I would say. But yeah, I don't, yeah. Again, with headphones, few repeat listens, we shall see, but I'm not exactly sold. I don't know. And it seems though, from what I was reading, because like when I had that 13-minute song, I actually pulled up Reddit and Wikipedia and was just looking at some things. It seems critically like it was more like, good, mixed to good from the thing, and fan wise it seemed a little more positive, like this is the greatest thing she's ever released, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know. There's a lot of writers and producers on this album as well too, which is kind of like crazy. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not sold quite yet. it's fine, but I don't think it resembles her in the best way with what her voice can do. But you know, there's that. So yeah, we'll see where time puts this one for me. But what do you guys think of this album? Let me know in the comments below. As always, do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, even if what you have to say is beautiful or not beautiful. And I will see you next time. Have an amazing day. I'll see you later. Bye.